As My Fair Wedding with David Tutera enters its 5th season on WeTV, we went on the set to see how the show is made and to talk to David about what we can expect this season. Check it out.
So tell us how you first got started, like with wedding planning and design and those types of things.
You know, I actually come from a family. My grandfather owned a incredible flower shop in a little town called Rye, New York, outside of New York City. And, you know, I was sort of surrounded by him doing weddings all the time. I mean, he produced these beautiful weddings with floral. I sat in the back and when I was a kid and watched him do his great work. And then as I got a little older, I used to sit in the back and take the flower orders over the phone. So I think it was sort of through osmosis that I was destined to have a business that was about weddings. And you know, I just found out 2 years ago, this is sort of a cool story, my aunt, who's still alive, which was my grandmother's sister, owned a bridal boutique. Okay. In fact, she made my mom's wedding gown. Oh. And I was sort of shocked that I didn't know this my entire life. So between all that, I think I was just meant to be in the wedding business. Yeah. And it wasn't until about 5 years after I started my own business that someone asked me to do a wedding. Okay. And when I did it, I was like, sure. I mean, I think I can do this. And it turned out to be great.
So this is going to be the 5th season of My Fair Wedding that's going to air on November 13th. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect from this season?
I would suggest that when you tune in on November 13th at 9 o'clock, that everybody have a lot of tissues and be prepared every Sunday at the same time to do the same thing, to laugh, to learn, to watch changes in women's lives and probably become very emotional in the process. The difference between this season and the past seasons over the past 4 are that I really wanted to go in and not just give away weddings that were obviously beautiful, but I wanted to change and help girls that were really struggling with some emotional things in their lives. And because of that, it's almost like you watch the transformation of women, and it just happens to be that they're getting married.
Gotcha. So can you tell us about your favorite thing in the wedding planning process and also one of your favorite brides from this season?
You know, one of my favorite things is that every bride I meet, in fact, I just knocked on a girl's door today and learned a new concept, is that there's never 2 brides alike. There's never 2 concepts alike. There's never 2 stories that are similar. And I always say that every bride and every groom has a story that needs to be told. And if you listen and learn from the bride and groom, their expectations, their wishes, their dreams, you are only the one that's supposed to actually be able to execute that to make happen. You know, I can't say I have a favorite bride. Because they're all so different. I have to tell you, I've made a lot of new friends, and my friends are the brides that I have had the chance on knocking on their door and giving them a My Fair Wedding. It's been fun because they're really all special, very deserving, very appreciative of everything I worked so hard on executing for them.
So it's like a queen's chair. So because, you know, I'm a princess, and so I'd like to have one for me and one for Kevin.
Help me here. How do you, beautiful ring.
Oh, thank you.
See, Blaine got distracted and I don't even remember what I was asking you. How do you take this concept of a fairy tale, and you tell me, because I need to figure out how to make it happen, and make this become sophisticated for an adult?
He proposed in Malibu at the Getty Villa overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, he's only taking me a romantic spot because we haven't seen each other in a while. We haven't hung out, you know, so I thought it was just like a nice little date. But it turned out to be the proposal, and he was really nervous.
Oh, I'm so excited for you guys' wedding. So tell us what made you want to get involved with WeTV and David Tutera and My Fair Wedding.
Hello, he's amazing. David and WeTV is amazing. Like, you couldn't ask for, it's like winning the wedding lottery. I mean, that's enough for any bride, you know, with all the stresses and everything as we start to plan. It was just so much for us to take on and all the little details, and I just felt like it wasn't coming together like my vision. So we're like, we need help. So that's where David stepped in, and we're so thrilled to work with him.
And speaking of your vision, can you tell us a little bit about ideas or maybe a theme that you have for your upcoming wedding?
Yes. My theme is a snowy Snow White wedding. And my name is Snowy. We love snow and winter, and we love the whole romance story of Snow White and how her Prince Charming came in and saved her. And so that's kind of the concept. We want it to be just like this spectacular event, which, you know, knowing David, it will be. So we're excited. What?
try to all the